Okay. Adam, let's go on to the next topic, and let's see what your thoughts are on this. So Charlie's Angel reboot films are being created, and it's apparently going to start filming in April. I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know that they were thinking about redoing this. Can we let these 80s, 70s TV shows, like, die out? Like, Baywatch was fucking garbage. I watched maybe, like...
That was from the 90s, wasn't it?
Whatever, but, like, can we stop trying to
90s?
do these TV shows? Like,
Not everything needs a reboot.
No, I know. But, like, the Chips movie looked fucking shitty. Like,
It was shitty.
Yeah, well, you saw it?
No, I'm just saying, it got terrible reviews and it made almost no money.
It looked terrible. I watched a little bit of Baywatch, and Baywatch was fucking terrible. And I liked everybody that's in that movie, except the weird, frumpy, fat kid guy. I don't know who the fuck that was, but he sucked. But I like The Rock. I like the girl in it. What is her name? She's from True Detective. She was also in an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She's really pretty eyes. But then they had Zac Efron, who I really like, Zac Efron as well. But that movie was just garbage. And the only one that's worked is 21 Jump Street, and that's because it tried to be nothing like the show.
Yeah.
It took the basic concept of it, like this, thin,
Yeah.
and then worked with it, and even mocked it. So, the first two Charlie's Angels films are terrible.
Do you think that that's why the Ghostbusters film wasn't that great?
How so? Why do you think that it...
Do you feel like maybe it tried to be too much like the original Ghostbusters? Because they generally...
I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch the original I didn't watch the new Ghostbusters. It just looked bad.
Well, no, the jokes are terrible. They're terrible.
I heard there's just so many cameos in there that it just gets really obnoxious. It's like, hey, we got this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got this guy. And it's like stop. Apparently, it took everybody out of the movie because they were showing too many cameos.
The people that they cast, or I should say the characters that wrote, generally fill the same kind of archetypal roles that like the original cast did.
Yeah.
But they're just... The characters weren't written as well. The jokes are fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And like the plot just doesn't work.
Just not good.
Yeah, just not good.
And you're saying, like, do you think that's...
Do you think that's why? Is that because you're saying like in 21 Jump Street they took just the general basic concept and then said we're going to build a whole new thing off of this?
Yeah, I kind of think that you can't just... There are certain things... There are certain lightning in a bottle. Is that the phrase?
It sounds familiar.
Where like you just get that moment.
Yeah.
That you just... Yeah, I think it is. It's called lightning in a bottle whenever you just kind of... You get that one thing that just works. And it works for that time period.
Conceptually, right time, right place.
And it just doesn't... Charlie's Angels reboot to me sounds dumb. Because they did them. They did the reboots. And they were bad. They weren't good. Like,
Which one wasn't good?
The two Charlie's Angels movies.
Listen, Bernie Mac was in one of those. You're about to get slapped.
He was on the second one because I guess Bill Murray
wouldn't come back. Yeah,
wouldn't come back as Bosley.
Yeah, so they recast him as Bernie Mac and gave him the same name.
Yeah, I think they played off that like Bosley was like a code name, like 007.
Mm-hmm. Like
anybody can get that name eventually.
I thought they were brothers or something like that.
I don't know. I don't fucking try. I'm not trying to remember Charlie's Angels. Those movies were awful.
Listen, Bernie Mac is good. Okay.
So was the GameCube game.
Well, yeah, that was a mistake.
That was a fucking bad game, bad movie, bad cast. I mean, you had Lucy Liu, who was really good in that movie, but Cameron Diaz, it didn't work. Drew Barrymore just looked like, what the hell am I doing here? I like Drew Barrymore. I have no problem with Drew Barrymore, but Drew Barrymore does not ooze sexy action star to me. Cameron Diaz doesn't look like she can lift an iPod, let alone throw a guy halfway across a fucking room. At least Lucy Liu, I can maybe believe, can throw a punch.
Yeah, because she's done other action movies.
Yeah, she's done other shit. I think she did Kill Bill before she did those Charlie's Angels movies, but I don't... Oof. So, I mean, I'm just not about this Charlie's Angels reboot. I just think it sounds like a terrible fucking idea. Like, awful idea.
I'm probably not going to go see it either way.
Yeah.
Whether people say that it's fantastic or not, I'm not going to go see it. So.
Okay. Oof. Just sounds so fucking bad.
I mean, I agree with you. It does sound like a bad idea. It sounds like it's coming out at the wrong time to be good.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know what the thought process. I'm like, but yeah, I didn't even know this was happening, let alone being filming in April.
Do you know the production company?
I can look it up real quick and see if I find anything. Charlie's Angels Production Company. Angel Production. Because it just doesn't. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be the same people. I mean, unless they sold the rights or something to it. You know what I mean?
Do you think that this is one of those things where like they have to make a film to hold on to the rights?
Maybe, but why the fuck do you care to hold on to the rights to Charlie's Angels? I don't understand why.
I don't know.
Sony Pictures, and apparently it's maybe being directed by Elizabeth Banks. I love Elizabeth Banks. Okay, I'll change my tune a teeny bit. Like, I'll throw up maybe a 5% more interest in this movie if Elizabeth Banks is starring in it. Has slated Elizabeth Banks, Charlie's Angels for June 2019.
It's a year away, dude.
Oh, I know it's a while. I mean, obviously if they're filming now, but... Oh, it's being directed by Breaking Bad helmer Michelle McLaren. I mean, anybody from Breaking Bad's great. Okay, I mean, Elizabeth Banks, if she's in it, I really love Elizabeth Banks. Like, she's a top 5 Hollywood crushes for me. I love Elizabeth Banks so much. So, okay. Pique my interest at 5% now that Elizabeth Banks is involved.
I'm still at 0%.